Hi everybody. So this video is entitled The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Equals Family. So as I'm taking you along on this journey, the outcome of which is going to be that I will be moving out of the spiritual garage and I will be moving back into my own home. So before I get to how that came about and when it's going to finally happen, I want to go back a little further. So, I look pretty good today, right? So, you should know that I believe that there are 5 stages of grief. Grief. Not 7, but 5. Denial. Went through that one. Bargaining. Didn't do that because for me, I've always understood that doesn't work. That's never been an option for me, bargaining. Saying, "Oh, if you let him live, I promise I'll do this or I'll do that or I'll do this better if you just let him live." I've never been that kind of a person. Um, the third stage is anger, and I've been angry. I've been hella angry, definitely. The fourth stage is depression, and the fifth stage is acceptance. Now, I am still going between fits of depression and anger. Um, you should know that everybody grieves differently. Those are generally the 5 stages. Not everybody goes through the stages in complete order, or do they stay on those stages? It's like I said, I'm going back and forth between depression, just going through the motions, because life doesn't stop. Business is business, and you're an adult, and you still have to attend to business, whether you want to curl up on the sofa with a half a gallon of ice cream and cry or not. You still have to do what you need to do. So, while I'm going through those motions, I have waves of anger and I have fits of crying. And that's going to happen for a long, long, long time. It just is what it is. I am fortunate enough that we had a neighbor where I lived that I've known her for over 15 years. And this wonderful woman has stepped right up to the plate, boy. She has been by my side since the news happened. She's been right there for me. And today was one of the first days I went back to my own home to start cleaning up. So, my Andy, although I loved him, my Andy was a slob. He really was. And there's clothes everywhere. I mean, it's not a hoarder house. Don't get me wrong. He didn't turn my house into a hoarder house. There isn't stuff stacked up to the ceilings and things like that. No. It's just there's stuff everywhere, you know. He made piles of things. And there's still a lot of my own stuff there that I have not been able to touch because I've been too busy taking care of my stepdad to get into my own home to do anything. And so now I'm taking that time, and it's been hard going in there and having to go through his things and decide what is going to be done with them. My whole house needs to be cleaned stem to stern because it's filthy. Andy wasn't very good about cleaning it all, and he never wanted me to come in because he knew how I felt about it, and I know he felt bad about it, but it was just in his nature. Um, so, anyways, um, so what has now occurred has um, the plan for the family has always been that the house and excuse my sniffling. The house and everything has always been in a trust. My mom and their dad did a trust on the house, and when he passed away, the house is to be sold and split 4 ways. That's what the trust states. I did not know if they would agree with me about letting me live here, since I take care of their dad and they never show up. And there's all kinds of, like I said, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly is family. And the ugly part of it is that my stepdad's family is all about money. They really don't care about their dad that much because they never come around and see him. They never do anything for him. It's all left to me. And I have to do my life with Andy and my regular life, and then I have to do life with Jim as well. And I've had no respite for several years for that. So consequently, I asked him, I said, all right, what's the next step? What happens? And it's like, well, you can stay in the house until dad dies and then you got to get out. And I'm like, well, no, that isn't going to work for me. And because I'm paying separate rent on a second home, and I'm not going to do that if nobody's living in the house. And I own the house. And so, no, and then I brought Andy's cat over here, and Jim is having a very hard time with the cat. He doesn't want the cat. So, consequently, it was finally determined that their side of the family is going to have to step up and be more involved with their dad than their grandpa than they previously had been, because my plan is to clean up my place and I'm going to move back home. I have to do what's right for me at this point in time. As much as I love Jim and I promised my mom I would take care of him until he passed, I just can't. His kids have made it impossible for me to do this. So, yeah. And they will, after Jim passes away, they will buy out my half, or they may buy me out before he passes. I don't know how we're going to work it. But, I'm staying here right now as long as I need to. I can take however long I need to take. Jim's not going anywhere. He's actually in very good health. His memory is terrible, but he's in very good health right now. And so it could be a long time before that happens. And so I get to take my time in cleaning out my house and fixing things up the way I want to over there. And so eventually the spiritual garage is going to disappear. And we'll have someplace new to hang out. We will, I promise. I have a hair in my mouth. I'm heartbroken. I really am, because I had hoped that things would work out differently. But, when you work with other individuals, sometimes that doesn't always happen. And unfortunately, his family, although they have money, are extremely greedy. And they've always been greedy ever since, my mom married Jim, which is unfortunate. But that's what happens sometimes. That's the sad and hard reality of dealing with death in the family. Death will bring out the worst in people. Even though you always hope for the best, you always hope there's a glimmer of hope that something's going to change. But no, things haven't changed. And I am, it's very clear, I am not a part of this family. They protect their own. All they care about is their dad's money. That's pretty much it. And so, I wanted to come on and let you guys know that I will probably do some more sporadic videos because, as I said before, I thought this was an opportune time for me to teach on how you can deal with and handle some of these terrible, gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching situations with diplomacy and with love for yourself and for others. If you guys have any questions, I know I haven't answered any of the comments or anything, but please know that I'm in there. I'm watching. I'm seeing the videos and the comments, and I just want to again say a super special shout out to my soul sister, Willowwind, the Thrifty Witch. Both her ritual for me and for Andy's transition really warmed my heart. I was online for both, and I can't tell you how moving and special that was to me. I also want to give another shout out to my girl Nina at Shuffle Tarot. I saw your candle, and I love that you included Pickles and Ratty there. Your new rat, and I'm terrible. I can't remember his name. Happy the rat. Happy the rat. So I love seeing Pickles and Happy on your video. Kate, my Kate at Escape from the Eight of Swords. What a lovely meditation you did. I can't thank you enough for that. I can't thank the rest of the community for all the love and the Reiki and the support and just the comments and everything, because I truly have felt the love. I have felt so supported through this whole process, more supported than I really had even planned on. And I am so extremely grateful for this community and the outpouring of love from all my friends from all over the world. You guys are truly the best. And that's another reason why I wanted to make this a teachable moment about death and dying. Because every one of you at some point in your life is going to experience this. And I want you to remember my words, and I want you to be able to look on back on these videos and know that you can get through this. It's going to take time, and it's going to take a lot of tears and a lot of cussing. And let me tell you, I have called my Andy a son of a bitch on more than one occasion, and I probably will for a long, long time. But that's just how it is. So, anyways, I'm going to go, and I send you much chakra love.